just like that, it can turn quickly. I'm wearing the blues, baby. I'm in Auckland. We got a rugby union. The team that just scored in the red and the black, Jack, they from Christchurch. They called, you got it, the Crusaders. So they're up 5-0. We just started here. It's a Sunday fun day. Every day is a Sunday fun day for me. My life's a permanent vacation. Sports travel? Last night I had a cold beer. That's my only medication. So, I'm going to do some filming up here and some filming down on the pitch. Cover your ears, bitch. And then I got a flight to Tahiti. Yeah. See, I told you my life's a permanent vacation. So Team in the White is the Blues. I'm wearing their jersey. This is their, I would assume their away jersey. A lad that started playing rugby at 5 was kind enough to just give me the jersey because I'm the greatest. So, let's watch a little bit of the rugby here. This is rugby union as opposed to rugby league. Now the big dogs in here, the All Blacks, see, that's rugby league. Let me turn the camera this way. So here's the deal, Lemonfield. I got permission to get up here because you always got to ask for permission. This is Eden Park. More on that in a second. So this is Eden Park, the home of Eden Rugby, not Eden Park, the national stadium, which you can't really see, but basically it's over there. That's where the All Blacks play, rugby league. So what we got here, boys and girls, is the main rugby union team, the Blues. They're playing later today in the big stadium. I'll be on a flight to Tahiti. This is the tier down. Think of it like in baseball, like the AAA team of the Yankees against the AAA team of the Red Sox. That's what we got here. And this is not their field. This is the field of Eden Park, a separate rugby club in Auckland. You got that? Rugby is the sport among the men and the boys. Now among the women, it's netball and go Americans. That would be fun. Let's watch more. Boys and girls, I always like to be high. Not like what I did 30 years ago where I used to get high. I like to be high because you can see how the play develops just like you saw at the beginning of the video. It's harder to do when you're on the pitch, unless you're right on the right sideline. But when you're up here, you can see everything. In fact, I'll show you around here. But let's watch some more. So for some perspective, boys and girls, you saw me pointing to the scoreboard. Yes, that is the scoreboard. The city center of Auckland is dead straight ahead. Auckland is not the capital. Wellington is the capital. I'm on the North Island. Wellington's on the South Island. The team that's leading 7-0, yeah, they're from the South Island, Christchurch. Have I been there before? Is that a trick question? Here we go. So boys and girls, I spent a lot of time in New Zealand and all of Oceania. In 2023, I saw New Zealand play Australian rugby, and New Zealand kicked the shit out of them. I've seen basketball in Christchurch. I've seen cricket, that's the ticket, in Nelson and Queenstown. Did I mention I'm the greatest of all time? I just did. Sports traveler. I've seen 8 different sports on 6 continents. I only got Asia left for rugby. Let's watch some more. So in review, Boogaloo, because I'm going to go down and do a little video down there if I can. This is Rugby Union versus Rugby League. Team in the white is the Blues. I'm wearing their jersey. That's the home team, Auckland. I'm wearing their away jersey. The team in the red and the blackjack, that's from Christchurch. That's on the South Island. New Zealand's two main islands, north-south. I'm on the North Island. This match started 12:30 local time on Sunday. It's 15 March 2026. I always get in my kicks. You can't see it, but in the distance is the national stadium of the All Blacks, the famous rugby league team of New Zealand. And then the city centre is that way also. There you go. Let's watch some more. So boys and girls, so far, so all Christchurch, the visitors, you can see their supporters over there. Again, this is the AAA equivalent of like seeing the Yankees play the Red Sox. That's why it's not a packed house. Now, truth be told, rugby union is not as popular in New Zealand as rugby league, meaning that the main team that's going to play the other day, the Blues, at the stadium when I'm on a flight to Tahiti, the stadium will be like 25% full. They'll get maybe 5,000 people. When the All Blacks play, oh, good luck getting a ticket for that one, boys and girls. So the rugby is the sport. Here we go. And I do believe, in NFL speak, that is good. So, boys and girls, hope you enjoy a little bit of the show. I'm going to get down to the pitch and watch some there with you, Kokomo. Come on. coming right into your living room, boys and girls. It's the greatest here. I was up there, now I'm down here as promised. Did you see that? Oh, that was pretty cool. People think American football is physical. It is. Oh, you see the size of them dudes? Do you see the size of these dudes? Do you see the size of these dudes? Yeah, they're big dudes. Let's watch. Boys and girls, you see any helmets? You see any shoulder pads? Nah. So boys and girls, you remember watching the video from up there? Yeah, the Crusaders was up 14-0. Yeah. How the tide has turned. See the scoreboard? Yeah. The Blues, the home team in white. Maybe because I'm wearing their away team blue and I'm so pretty and I'm good luck. They scored 28 on an instant point. You just saw some of them points. Beautiful day here in Auckland. It's a San Diego day. Of course it is. I brought the San Diego weather. So this is the reserves. This is like the AAA version of Rugby Union. You see that? You didn't see that. It was a field goal, but usually they make the field goals. The other video, I had a field goal. So, team in the black and the red is the Crusaders. They're from Christchurch. Team in the white is the Blues. They're from here in Auckland. We got some big dudes coming in, and I don't want to mess with these big dudes. 1 minute. Whoa, Nelly. Boys and girls, I want to thank the Blues before I forget. I was up in that corner up there, first part of this match here, down here on the pitch. A little windy, but San Diego weather, beautiful. See that red and black? That's from Christchurch. That's the South End. These are the whites from here in Auckland. This is their away jersey they gave it to me. They start playing rugby here like about 5. Kind of like in Canada when they learn to skate, when they learn to walk. They learn to skate, but they learn to walk. I'm gonna try and zoom in here. That's why I like usually being up on top. Oh, check out the plane, Jane. Speaking of that, I got to get to the airport. I'm going to zoom in on that and zoom in on that. Let's watch some more. girls, it appears that little pep talk that Christchurch had after that last defensive lapse did some work. So you see on the here, Eden. This is the home of the Eden Rugby Club, not to be confused with a national stadium behind me, and I'll put up some pictures when I came here 4 years ago, called Eden Park, and that's the national stadium. Now, later today, the main club of the Blues is going to play a rugby union match there. They only have like 5,000 fans. But when All Blacks play, the All Blacks are like the national team of, you know, America basically, for any sport. And yeah, they sell it every match. That stadium's pretty big. I'd say it probably seats about 30,000 or 40,000 without Googling it. You can't see it from here. The city center is also that way. I walked here for the city center because that's how I stay fit, dog. I look at the end of this here half. Well, that may be the end of this here half. I think that is the end of this here half, boys and girls. If that's the case, I must go to the airport. Hope you enjoyed the show. In the sun, up top there. And look at me. Sun hitting me at 53. Only for about 12 more days. I'm still pretty.